What up, Rico gang? So welcome back to my channel. By the end of this video, you will completely understand, if you're not hip, what a cook group is. I'm gonna actually take you live inside of one and then show you around and show you exactly how it works. Because I get asked a lot like, bro, is a cook group necessary for a beginner reseller? Or is a cook group even worth it? And I'm gonna answer both those questions for you. Yes and yes. If you have any interest in sneaker botting, for sure, yes, you absolutely need to be in the cook group. Now, for those who ain't hip, by definition, a cook group is a sneakerhead community or group chat typically held on Discord or Slack. Cook groups gather up elite sneakerheads, resellers, and buyers. Cook group members provide and receive insider information on sneaker releases, reselling estimates, early links, and all sorts of guides on purchase-related topics. Now, I like that definition, so that's what we're gonna rock out with. That's exactly what it is. Now, I do want to add that cook groups also cover things like PS5 and Xbox drops, electronics, trading cards, you name it. Pretty much anything with resale value. So whether it's having info and literally never missing another drop, or just knowing when and where all the restocks take place, cook group can bring extreme value to your reselling business. So enough of me talking. Let's go inside the cook group that I'm actually a part of, and I'm gonna show y'all around and show y'all exactly how to use it. All right, so here we are. This is pretty much the first thing you'll see when you get inside of this cook group, and mostly any cook groups. I mean, I honestly urge anybody to look at the rules and roles and all that. We're not gonna get into that on this video, but I advise you to do that when you land inside of this cook group or any cook group that you may choose. So, all right. So first, let's go to the important section. All right. Now, this of course is where you're gonna have announcements, which we don't really have to go into, but I do want to go into this one. Important info. This channel is actually the one that you want to have your notifications on. If you have Discord on your device, you definitely want to have your notifications set to alert you for this channel, because this channel, as you can see, is just, hey, letting us know, hey, if you're a botter, start your task. Hey, this sale just went live. Hey, get ready. 5 minutes, this is gonna happen. Or, hey, yesterday was Yeezy Day, so by the time this would have released, it was actually today, but when this comes out, it will be yesterday. But anyway, as you can see, they took care of us on Yeezy Day, bro. Like, everything that happened, every little link, everything that happened, every opportunity, we had a link. We had suggestions on what size. If you're botting, they had variants for what product is this? The Nike Women's Dunk Low. So as you can see here, like this channel, like I said, you want to have your notifications turned on, bro, because this is gonna let you know, hey, Amazon's gonna stock the PS5s in 10 minutes or whatever the case may be. So you definitely want to have this channel like in your notifications for sure. All right, next let's talk about the Restock channel, because this is also very important. Okay, this is basically alerting us about restocks, letting us know, hey, these are the variants, and this is going to be relevant to my botters. If you're a botter or want to become a botter, this is going to be more so relevant to you as far as these variants. But still, it's sort of alerting us of, hey, this is going to restock. This is where you need to run. This is what time they typically restock. So definitely a lot of value in this channel as well. The very next thing I want to talk about, this channel, group buys. Right now, a lot of people ask me all the time, bro, what's a group buy? All right, so the best way that I seen to describe, someone said a group buy is when a group is able to get an exclusive right to a purchase. It's usually for something that's limited and can be discounted, but that's not always the case. Let's say I had a bot, like it was called Rico IO, right? And I said, okay, Unlimited Cooks, I will give your members, only your members of your group, I will give y'all a 50% discount on the whole price of my bot. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's limited copies, sometimes it's not. But a group buy is basically just an exclusive offer for group members. That's basically what it is. And so here you see some proxy companies. You might see some up and coming bots that they're doing a group buy for. I know sometimes they do group buys as far as account providers, as far as Nike accounts and Gmail providers. So group buys are definitely one of the perks of being in a cook group, because once again, you get the right to purchase some of this stuff for a pretty good discount. Like me, I got NSB through a group buy, so that was basically better paying $350 for it than paying $500 for it retail. So a group buy definitely helped me save money in that regard. The giveaways channel, of course, that's self-explanatory. I've seen free bot rentals, I've seen free gift cards, I've seen free shoes, I've seen everything on these giveaways. So definitely another perk. All right, so one of the biggest perks of just unlimited cooks, honestly, is cash out service, bro. And it's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, I know a lot of times when we're getting stuff, we're struggling with finding a buyer. Well, there's pretty much a feature in this cook group where there's someone who will cash you out for all this stuff that's in hand. So I see Chromecast 3, I see PS5 disc, PS5 digital, PS4 1TB slim, like iPads, AirPods, Apple Watches. Like, that's definitely something like, hey, that's definitely a perk, especially when you don't have to sit on inventory and you know that, hey, if I can get this for this price, I know exactly where to take it to get this price for it. That's when you really have your hustle like down to a science. You know what I'm saying? All right, now here's another feature. Let's talk about Backdoor, right? For those who don't know what Backdoor is just basically you have the opportunity to purchase this before the release date. Now, why is it called Backdoor? Because the idea is that these pairs are going out the back door because they're being released before the release date. So as you see here, there are certain providers who are verified and who are legit. As you see here, there's even some pre-order type backdoors where you could sort of lock in you a pair of shoes early. Like, it's just, hey, this backdoor feature, you could have got the Travises before they actually released. Looked like it would have been for north of $6,000. However, you still could have got them if your bread was right. So, hey, that's another benefit. Now, here's one of my favorite channels, right? And this is the recap channel. Now, this is why the recap channel is one of my favorite channels, because the way I think, I always like to know, okay, I always like to analyze something and then like sort of make a game plan on how I'm gonna attack it next time. And so they actually do that for you on here. Every single drop, they kind of recap like, hey, these sites did well, these sites didn't do well, these bots did well, these proxy types did well. Kind of tell you right here, they kind of tell you which bots just dominated. If you follow some of my botting content in the past, then I've told you like the current climate of botting right now is so crazy, because like 1 week it can be this bot and 1 week it can be this bot. And a lot of people ask me like, well, how do you even know that? This is how, you know what I mean? This is how, because hey, all this information helps you become a better botter or reseller, period. So this is definitely something like, hey, this kind of helps you, this kind of helps you kind of predict the future, right? Because okay, this kind of shows us, okay, this is who had the most stock on whichever drop. Like, you know, this is who had the least stock. Like, it's just, man, it's so much information that like you're missing out on if you're not a part of a cook group. And especially this one. Let's talk about slots, right? Because that's a question I get often. Like, bro, does your cook group run slots? Does the cook group you're in run slots? Yes, they run slots. And let me tell you something. Today was Yeezy Day. They took care of everybody, bro. They took care of a lot of members, bro, for Yeezy Day. Like, it's crazy. And for those who are not hip, slots basically are like, hey, it's some experienced botters in this group, and their sole purpose is to hit for people in the group. And so, hey, there's sometimes there are fees, you know what I'm saying, depending on how hyped the shoe is, but the fee is worth it, honestly. I mean, me, hey, I'm a botter, but I'm not afraid to admit that I'm, you know what I'm saying, still probably mid-level to below mid-level botter. So, you know, when you can have people better than you running for you, then hey, even I benefit from that. So definitely, they do run slots. You go on here, you fill out a Google form of some sort, and of course they no longer accept the responses, but that's how that would have been as simple and easy as it, you know, could have been for you to go ahead and get in. Now, let's talk about drop info just briefly, okay? So if you're into Supreme, if you like Supreme, they basically, you know, keep you up to date on, hey, what's coming out. They also keep us up to date on leaks. Foot site stock. This, once again, a lot of people, on my lives or whatever, they ask me, bro, how do you know all of this stuff? Here it is. This is exactly how I know all of this stuff. This is how I know. This is how I'm able to tell you. If you've ever been on a live and they're asking me like, hey, what's the best size I should run for? In this case, I would tell them, okay, there's the most is 10.5. So hey, run for 10.5. That you have the best chance because the stock is higher. You know what I'm saying? So the foot site stock number is super clutch, bro. Because I told you I was gonna actually show y'all how this helps as well. this is how this helps. This is how this is really good information, because the next time a dunk like this comes out with the same amount of hype, then you kind of have a guess like, okay, last time if you're running foot sites, like they had about, you know, 36,000, or they had about 3,600 pairs, you know what I'm saying? And so now you know, like, okay, now you know that this, okay, that shoe was limited. This one might be a little more limited, or a little more not limited, you know what I'm saying? They give you a full breakdown on where something's releasing, the retail, the resale value, every single link as far as where it's gonna come out, like the Yeezy foam runners the other day, all the links, like everywhere that you could have possibly bought this shoe. This is where. Tomorrow, which would actually be today for this video, we have the women dunk high aluminum, and they're just telling us, hey, this is the current retail, this is the current resale, this is where they're releasing, which, hey, this pretty much, from looking at the stock numbers on those other dunks on the other channel, this tells me that they're probably at the most going to be about maybe 3,000 pairs of this shoe as far as on foot sites. We don't know about Jimmy Jazz, but I'm sure that information is there anyway. So then, like I was telling y'all, as far as low-key flips, they got NFT drops, random resale stuff, just all types of stuff. If you're somebody who don't want to just limit yourself, Hot Wheels, Funko, those Funko dolls, I know I had accidentally bought some one time, and hey, I ended up getting into them. Cards, all types of cards, sports cards. Now, if you're a botter, this is mostly going to serve you, but these early links are basically what you would plug into your bot if you're running for Shopify. But if you're not a botter, that really doesn't mean anything to you. So let's move right ahead. All right, so now let's just go over some botting information for my people that are interested, okay? This is basically telling us like, hey, this is when this bot is restocking. This is when this bot is, you know, this is how much this bot is valued at now. Like, these setups are what's working, and if mine isn't, then I know, okay, like even something as the delays, like, okay, I know they're running 3,000s. I'm running about 5,500. I wonder if I should change it. You know, that's just an example. So definitely the bot information is definitely clutch if you want to become a botter. So then you got stocks. They cover stocks as well. Like, Unlimited Cooks is a really, really just deep group as far as what they have. So the marketplace where, hey, members can buy and sell when members can buy and sell amongst each other, right? You got the Legit Check channel, which self-explanatory. Seller Hold, which basically, hey, everyone's, where you basically get an answer to that question, like, hey, should I sell or should I hold this or whatever? Although, if you've ever heard some of my content or seen it, then you know you've heard me talk about the monitors or whatever. And this is basically them crawling the websites and finding, okay, this product just restocked or whatever. And so this is basically on Shopify sites. This is basically the variants. If this is once again relevant if you're a botter. Shopify password. This is pretty much just alerting you when, hey, something's about to drop. You have a Nike channel that's just centered around Nike.com. Supreme raffles. This is an important one as well. Like, this tells you where all the raffles are. Everywhere that you can possibly enter a raffle, you need to be entering. And so they kind of centralize it all for you. Like, bro, I'm telling you, if you're not in the Cook group, you're missing out. You definitely need to be one if you're trying to scale your resale business. I have a series where I'm actually turning $100 into $10,000 reselling sneakers. Meet me over in that video. Thank y'all for watching. Love everybody out there. Let's get